Little sound bite again.
Sound bite. Oh man.
Famous Muttley drum intro. So another long intro here, but this worked out really well live. You know, I just thought it was really good, like intro to kind of get people going. You know, get them hyped up. So you know,
I think that the way we recorded it was the way people memorized it. So when we played it on stage, I think at the beginning we played it.
We did it different.
Sequential order.
Yeah.
People remembered that.
That's right.
And I think it went over well. Then later on, we had a bunch of songs. And we started flip-flopping, and people kind of got lost in the mix. But I think that people, when we first started hearing people or seeing people sing along to the songs, like these people memorized like the record, which was kind of a cool thing. I never thought about it, but we programmed everybody to memorize the record in sequential order.
That's what a deafening experience really is.
Exactly. And we would play the samples in between the songs just like the record, so they knew what was coming. That's another thing too. They knew it was coming by the intros that we were playing, and it was pretty cool too. See people's reactions.
Again. I'm laughing because that's cultural appropriation now.
I'm not a Native American, but I don't know. I wanted it to sound like that chanty, you know, kind of thing.
Like a tribal vibe. And on the guitar there, when you're doing the journey.
Oh yeah.
What was that?
So I wanted like a siren type sound, like a sound, but I couldn't figure out how to duplicate that with my pedal. So I was just like, let's just crank the pedal all the way up and let's just do these two notes. And I mean, at the time, you couldn't just plug in a guitar and cycle through sounds. Oh, let's see what that sounds like. Oh, we couldn't. Well, I mean, not to my knowledge, we didn't really have access to that.
Wah pedal for that as well?
No, I used a wah pedal on the solo, but.
And is he repeating it? Because I hear a whack.
He played it like that.
Yeah, I played it like that.
Different tracks, right?
Yeah, that's how I played it. That's how it was actually played. It wasn't AI.
Cool.
Yeah,
that's cool.
But I must admit, it doesn't sound the way that I had envisioned it in my head. But that was about as close as I could get at the time.
I think it was a good job.
Yeah. Oh, well, thank you. Yeah.
I can't last any longer. What I need is a shelter. There could be no substitutes. Where I go, my world is made. I got a sense that a fear can leave. Becoming real just takes the wind from me. For the veins you make me numb, nothing can escape. Why does it come to this? Why does it come to this?
Can you hear that bass?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's almost like you're playing like a little run. You're playing runs. It's not, you know, because I've played with bass players before, and they're just letting it ring, just like the guitars, you know, just like boom.
Oh right.
He's doing
Oh right. Yeah.
Those runs are just awesome, dude.
It's sub melody.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I wanted two bass lines on this one. One just a root bass note, and then one doing just like the fills. I said I could just do. There's too much to do, so I just try to incorporate both of them in there.
Yeah, what you did at the ending was incredible. Sounds great. Every time I listen to the ending, I just get goosebumps, man. It's awesome.
Every time, yeah.
And then I'm thinking, damn, we were like a freaking three-piece. Like there's three of us,
Yeah.
and a lot of the stuff that we played on the recording was pretty much what we played live, pretty close.
Yeah.
There was not a whole like hey, let's double the guitar 6 times. It was pretty close. We played it live.
We just took Deafening, put up microphones, and made it sound better than anybody ever heard you live.
Yeah.
That's what we did.
And you did an awesome job because you captured all that,
Mhm.
and nothing really got lost in the mix. I mean, I can hear everybody's
I didn't do anything.
parts. You sure did.
I mean, I might have had some ideas here and there, but for the most part, it was
Yeah.
the parts are there. These guys can play.
Yeah.
Let's just really focus on the vocals. And in the end, is what I was really concerned with.
Yeah.
Was bringing that game to the next level.
Yeah. And it did for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah, it was
Pretty
night and day because this was our second, I guess our second album. Our first one with
second
you.
album.
Yeah, second album.
Love gracious melodies.
And,
But you still had the edge too, right? It wasn't polished by any means.
oh yeah, absolutely. No, I thought this was a really good representation of this and of us. And when it came out, I think it really like showed people more who we were rather than the original Coram Deo. Because at the time, like I said, we were doing more of the high energy, heavier stuff, and so this captured that. Whereas the first album, we weren't really there yet. Listen to the rest of the song here.
So distracted, moved too far from the hero. It keeps on shooting. It keeps on shooting. How could I ever deny what's been plainly in my sight? Throwing caution and I still ignore. Don't even try to look around. You may not like what you found. You can't leave a stain on you. On you, I can last any longer. What I need is the shelter. There can be no substitutes. Where I go, my world is me. I got a sense that I can't leave. Becoming real, this takes the wind from me. I can seal you in my heart, but it won't do any good. Why does it come to this? Why does it come to this? The thoughts I like, they grow too far from my head on. It keeps on shifting. It keeps on shifting.
Yeah, you couldn't hear it there, but there's that whisper that happens, and I used to do that live every time too, and I don't think anybody knows what I'm saying there.
What are you saying there?
That's a secret.
He will never tell you what his lyrics mean. Never.
Really?
Never. He's
wonder-
never told me what any of these lyrics mean.
I've
I've
had-
asked him and he won't tell me. It's always a secret.
I think there was only one time that I think that you made a copy or may have sent somebody your lyrics.
Yeah.
Whenever I was like, oh, this guy's talking about some deep stuff. But again, he wouldn't tell you what it's about.
It's all just made up random words to make people think I'm talking about deep stuff.
That's what I thought it was.
I think I used to do that in the studio. I sang to. Right? Well, you gotta go through the motions. It's not gonna come out the same. Are we missing some stuff in the panning on this part? Probably.
Dude, it's been so long, so
Yeah.
but I know that like that's killing me. But that's okay.
Why does it come to this? Why does it come to this? Thoughts I like they grow too far from the head. It keeps on shifting. It keeps on shifting.
Substitutes. That double bass at the end. How did we work that out?
I think when we first started writing it, the way the syncopation was on the guitars, it just kind of lended itself to do that. And I was like, hey, why don't we just do that towards the end?
Yeah.
And I think it morphed into a solid double bass pattern at the end.
Oh yeah.
And it morphed into two phrasings of the boom bap boom boom bap
oh yeah.
boom boom bap boom boom bap.
Remember when he first showed up? He showed you. I could double bass with single pedal.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Keep in mind, whenever I joined the band, I had never touched double bass. I never had to, so I was strictly a single bass pedal drummer. And
But you told them you were a double bass player.
He told me, he said I could do that with 1 foot. I'm like, it's not the same, man.
so I was like, okay, I think I had a double bass pedal. I just never really used it. I don't think. Yeah, I was doing like a lot of other patterns and singles and triplets and stuff with single bass pedals and then
And rim shots.
and rim shots. Yeah, a lot of rim shots. But yeah, I never had to do it. So yeah, that was the first time I actually started incorporating like double bass patterns and stuff.
But adding that at the end of the song really made it really heavied it up at the end, impactful. You know?
I think another word for cold actually ended up with double bass at the end.
was there?
Mm-hmm. That's another thing too I remember is that when we went into recording, we made the songs better afterwards. You remember?
Oh, okay.
Because we had played them so long. We got them polished and we were writing stuff and we were like, okay, let's start recording. But it wasn't like we had 6 months to record or anything like that, you know. So and then after the songs, we played them so much.
Yeah.
There was a couple of changes on at least on my aspect of drumming. Mm-hmm. The songs changed a little bit, and I was like, man. I remember thinking like, man, now I'm ready to record this song.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right. And we polished them after the fact.
Well, I think the songs kind of morph when you play them live. You know, you play them
absolutely.
over and over again live. They kind of change little tweaks here and there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There's a couple different vocal things I would do differently live. With no substitutes, that became like our tagline, right? For a long time. It was like,
yeah, our motto.
There can be no substitutes. I don't think I told you guys this story. So I commandeered that phrase from from a place I used to work. On there, when you called them, the on hold would say, "There can be no substitutes."
No substitute, no substitute.
Accept no substitutes. Order now.
There's no substitute.
You know, and they would go on this whole spiel, and I wrote that down on a piece of paper. Like just right in the middle of the paper, there could be no substitutes. And then I wrote lyrics just around that. But so hopefully nobody from that company is watching this. Assuming.
Yeah, we have no money.
We
can't get anything from us. We give them a Corn Dale CD.
Well, speak for yourself.
You want a Corn Dale CD?